All right, hot takes.
You go first. I want to hear this first because I have a really sweet one. I would call it sweet and spicy for this week.
I think
I really thought of this one in depth.
This one is similar to my first ever hot take.
Oh dear.
You're gonna
just letting you know the KDB top 3 around our friend group has been trending, and Kyle just gets bullied for it.
I get bullied.
He says anything, and some people reply KDB top 3, and it's just like you have no position. To speak.
I mean, I predicted Lukaku. I predicted Man U.
I'll give you the Lukaku prediction because nobody agreed with you on that one. I can respect.
There's been a few that I've come back to, but I just don't remember right now. But my hot take this week: this season, City will break or tie their points record. I mean, break or tie. So here's
what is the points record? 101?
100 points.
100.
We are Centurions in 2017-18. After 20 games in 2017-18, we had 58 points.
How much do you have right now?
After 20 games, we had 50.
Uh-huh.
So we're 8 points off the trajectory.
But
here's what I'll say. I'll say. We ended that season with 4 draws and 2 losses. Right now, we have 2 draws and 2 losses.
So you can only afford
two more draws and win out. So obviously it's going to take a lot. It's going to take an insane run. But we have to go invincible for the rest of the year. And I'm going to.
You can afford one. Listen,
one loss and then one.
You
win.
have things going for you. You've played at Anfield. You've played at the Bridge.
You have one game against Chelsea and Liverpool and Spurs left. That's big. That's the big teams we have left to play. Rest are shitters.
I don't know what to say.
So here's what I'm going to pull up our.
Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say no.
Naturally.
And here's why. To not I could.
It's gonna be hard.
The thing is like. You guys should have lost last week, but you somehow ended up winning. It's so silly to me. It's just happened, and it was in the last minute too, and you just pulled it out. I just think with the period that's coming and just how COVID's been dealing with the league, I know your team hasn't been affected much or to all, right. But. And maybe that's to the work of the staff and everything.
It could be really good work from the staff, correct? But I think it could also be a case of, our bad voodoo is coming around. It's coming soon. We haven't had anything bad happen yet.
I was gonna say
something's coming
based off of how the COVID thing's been going on, because every team's gonna get hit by it at some time. And your injuries aren't bad either.
We could be in the worst of it right now.
Your injuries aren't bad either.
Not horrible.
Not horrible, but your squad depth is so good.
Walker out. We have Stones out. We have what's his face? I think Zach Steffen's out, but he's back up.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's not horrendous.
Right.
I think that if you end up getting lucky and it continues the way it is right now,
right?
Then I think it's possible. I think it's
possible. We could be in the worst of it for the COVID right now. It could get better.
But if you get hit hard by the COVID. In the squad,
right? If we get a Cancelo, a Bernardo,
you're gonna draw some games out, or maybe lose one,
right.
like a surprise loss to who I could see you guys losing to, I know maybe that's not a good shout.
Like a Brentford,
not a Brentford. Even though Brentford gave you a good game though,
they did
1-0. It's not bad.
I'm very surprised that we didn't win that
by more. I mean, Brentford's a tough team. It's just passion merchants. That's what it is. And I mean, respect. I give all the respect to it.
I bring it back to Chelsea. I mean, Sheffield from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no, because I see it hitting, but I'm like 60-40. I want to be just the way the team's playing. It's very annoying. Because it's just
why are we winning that game?
It's just it's so consistent. And it's just hard.
We're on 11 straight wins right now. Last year we had a 21 game win streak at this period. So
it's hard. It's hard to
say. I know, and I'm bringing up our
I could. You know what I could see? I could see Tottenham giving you another loss. Oh, no, and you know why? Because it's just Conte. It's just Conte. Listen, you're gonna get some jam. Son's gonna hit a stupid shot that's a
he always hits a banger against us.
Son just against a big team. He's a big team big game player.
He is,
and he just always ends up hitting an amazing shot. I could see him hitting an amazing shot 12 minutes in, and just and countering till at the 85th minute and they score another one for like 2-1 or 2-0. I could see that. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's a very good scenario that could happen.
We play them on February 19th.
And
so that's right after round of 16 starts.
Oh, Champions League as well. If you have some tough games,
I think they're out of the Conference League, right?
Yeah, they're out. I mean, you laugh, but that's only, I would say, good for them.
No, I know. That's funny.
Well, they're just Tottenham things. The one less trophy to compete for. You know why they got out? They had too many COVID cases and they didn't travel their last game.
Yeah, and
there was a forfeit.
They got a 3-0 loss.
So they got a 3-0 loss and got out. It's kind of funny. But I see that happening. I just don't think you guys will do it. I think you'll end up drawing 2 to 3 more games, even if you don't lose one.
It could be. Here's the thing. If we draw 3 more, oh no, that's the thing. We can't do it.
Yeah, no.
We have to. Yeah, we can't lose. So we have Chelsea.
And what was your last one? It was 4-2, right? 4 draws, 2 losses.
Yep. And we have 2 draws, 2 losses. So yeah, we can't lose at all.
No.
Or draw more than 2.
No. You can equal it. Okay. So, are we going to move on to mine?
Yeah.
Okay. This is also Manchester City slander. Just kidding. It's just Manchester City talk, I guess, more of it. Sure. This is going to be a little bit big. So, I might get some hate for this. And maybe I'm saying it too early. I think it's time to talk about Pep Guardiola's legacy.
In what way?
In his comparison to Ferguson.
Oh, boy.
And here is why. If he...
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
Okay.
Right now, he does not have the longevity. He doesn't.
What do you mean? You don't think he's going to be here long?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Currently, Pep has 6 years at City. Yeah?
Yeah.
Ferguson had 27, if I'm correct.
Something like that.
I don't know if I'm
ridiculous.
wrong. It is ridiculous. Here's what I'm trying to say. If Pep ends up staying, and I don't know why he wouldn't. Why would you not?
Just because he's Pep. Just because I want the new challenge. I want the new scene. Which sucks.
Okay, but what if even if he stays 10 years? So I'm not saying he's better than Ferguson. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm starting to bring up the conversation in comparison. Right. Okay. Pep has 220 wins out of 303 games.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
That's stupid. Ferguson has 1,500 games for United.
Right.
And 895 wins. But that's a stupid amount of games. So if I look at the trophies, yeah, it's not comparable, but he's only been there 6 years.
Yeah.
So
sample size.
Prem trophies for Guardiola, 3.
That's it.
Am I wrong? He's been there since 2016, and City won 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 3.
Right, yeah.
13 for Ferguson. So 10 more.
Yeah,
okay.
Not comparable.
With 27 years. So FA Cups, Ferguson got 5, 1 for City. EFL, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're actually tied. They're both on 4.
True.
So EFL, yeah, true. They're EFL Cup merchants. And I don't know when Pep joins, but I know that City won 15-16 as well. And I know he joined in 2016.
16-17 he joined, yeah.
16-17? Okay, so no, they did not win that time. Okay.
Yeah, Chelsea won.
Here's what I'm trying to say. The dominance. We need to talk about the dominance.
Right.
Because the dominance has been insane. Even as, if you look at manager-wise, right? He came in 16. He's been here 6 years. And he's won half of the Premier League.
That's what I was going to say. Comparing 13 out of 27 to 3 out of 6.
It's 27 years.
Right, which is
insane.
He also
has...
Which I don't think anybody...
He also has here 2 Champions League trophies, which have to be accounted for. So, what I'm trying to say, if Pep keeps going at this rate, which he's going to win this year, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to add it onto here. 21, 22. Say he wins the Champions League this year. 1 Champions League trophy. Okay? That's 4 Prems, 1 Champions League, and FA Cup. Let's be the treble. Let's be crazy here. Okay?
Just for devil's advocate.
Just for devil's advocate, right? That is an insane, like a Champions League, 4 Prems, 2 FA Cups, 4 EFL in 7 years. If he keeps this type of pace going for another
Like, we're
4
guaranteed,
years,
it's not guaranteed, but we're getting at least like 1-2 trophies a year.
what I'm trying to
Including the
say,
big one, the Prem.
if he ends up staying for 4 more years and he has 10 years of like utter dominance, I think it would be a conversation point. Like what I think it's time to like start noticing how crazy this is.
What I think I'll say
It's
is
a
obviously
conversation
no
point.
manager ever is going to stay at a club for 27 years. Never again.
No, I
Which
also agree.
I think that's the numbers you can't really. Yeah, there's always an asterisk by his name.
Of course,
It's like 27 years. Are you kidding?
I want to clarify. He is the best ever manager currently, but I think it's time to start appreciating what Pep's done
Right.
at Manchester City, and even maybe make an argument that he's basically the second best in the Prem ever.
I think it's already I think it's already
A
able to be talked about because
it's just
the ratio of like
I look at it and it's insane. Or like even the dominance that's been going on when he's joined. It's just
Right.
like,
I mean even you look at like players that come in, play for him and then leave, like they go on to be amazing.
oh, of course.
You look at Leroy Sané. You look at who else do I want to look at? I mean, not a whole lot of other options I can think off the top of my head, but you just think like the way players talk about him, they just. I mean,
He's had bad relationship with some players.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Every
Every
manager
has
is
that.
gonna have that.
But you think about like if these players are like, I think it's like a tolerance thing. Like if you allow yourself to like if you want to be coached by him, he will put you in the right direction.
Oh, of course.
I think, but if you come into it with like
a bad attitude,
this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, then you won't get anything out of him, which is why I think some players have a bad thing with him. But you think about like the way these players talk about him, and you got to think like, remember, these guys have been professional footballers for most of their lives. They've been working with top coaches for pretty much their whole life, and these guys have all sorts of different levels of experience. But they're talking about this guy like he's the second coming of Jesus.
Yeah,
like,
he's the
they're
Messiah.
like, he has done things for my career that I've never seen before. Like I think the way of John Stones talks about him, like he
changed.
praises
He changes career.
and he has.
I would say even a perfect example is Raheem Sterling.
Sterling.
Sterling's
You look at Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, obviously Kevin.
That 1 year Sterling had when he had a
18-19.
stupid amount of goals.
18, yeah.
He became like a goal scorer all of a sudden.
No, and you look
And
at
it was-
Liverpool. He couldn't hit the bar side of a barn.
He was so bad.
And now he's finishing
But
right, and center.
You look at this dominance. When did he not win? 17, 18, 18, 19.
He didn't win the Liverpool year. 1920.
1920.
One point off.
So he's basically not gonna win 1 year. I'll give him an off year 16, 17.
Yeah, it was right when he brought in all his transfer. We had Bravo in goal.
He just joined. That was the 16, 17. Was that not Leicester?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So that was Leicester. So that's a
like
completely
that's
crazy
like
year.
1 out of a million. Yeah.
Exactly. So he's basically won every year until Liverpool had an insane year. Fair enough. But look what it took for them to lose, because they came in second. It's not like they came in fourth or third. It wasn't an off year.
Right.
They took them to the last bit. So you could argue that they should have won that year as well, which they could have. So he basically would have had, including this year, 5 perfect years, or 4 right now.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely crazy for dominance purposes.
100%.
Obviously not longevity, but that's because times has changed. But dominance, like even if he, like I said, does 4 more years, spends 10 here. Imagine he has like 7 Prem titles for over 10 years. Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I think most people would agree. If he stayed at City for 27 years, there's no question he's the best ever. Like he would pull it out.
You think he would? He would.
Oh,
have
there's
more?
no question.
What do you?
He would have at least 20 Prems.
You think you'd have 20 Prems?
Are you kidding? No,
that'd be
13.
insane.
No, yeah.
I mean, that's impressive in itself, though.
Of course. I don't disrespect. I'm just saying. I think
if he listen, I think it'll be a conversation point if he can match 2 Champions Leagues. If he can match the 2 Champions Leagues, and he can get like
4 more.
6 Prem titles, maybe like 4 FA Cups, And EFL Cups, I don't care anymore. He's tied with that. Like
I
I
think
think for the amount of time that he's been there, you could talk about it then.
Right. There's the mental block of changing things in big
he
moments.
needs to stop doing that.
Once he gets past that, it's just
free
you
ride.
give us the trophies.
Give us the trophy.
I mean, it's just the quality that he brings in. He doesn't always go for the biggest names, but he goes for the names that he knows will work in the system. And when he gets
and you know who I see following suit in that? Arteta, who obviously worked under him. He brings the name that knows. Everybody slandered the Arsenal this summer for the transfers, for all of them, for that came in. Like Ben White, Tomiyasu, Tomiyasu. He straight up, these were nobodies, and they worked in the system, and worked for him, which is like what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to bring the point back to Pep because that's where it came from, and that's where he learned from Pep.
Which just says about him.
Which says more about Pep than it does about, I guess, Arteta as well. But like that's where he came from. So, like you said, it's just he brings in who he knows will work. Which some teams like Man United, just throw the bag,
throw the bag at a big
relentlessly,
name,
at like someone like Fraud Varane,
Dude,
or Sancho.
Today he had a horrendous tackle. I was dying laughing. Podence is dribbling into the box.
No, Podence man of the match though. Dude, Podence was so good.
I love him.
He's so fun.
He's great.
He's so fun to watch.
He's just a little sneaky dribbler. But
sticky dribbler.
I think Podence, he's dribbling down the left hand side. Varane's jockeying with him, and Podence makes like a run in, cut inside, and Varane loses his footing and he just pushes him down. World class defender. Dude, Shut up.
Listen. He's been on ice skates for like 3 years at Real Madrid when they.
I don't rate him at all. Anyways, back to Pep.
But come on, dude. He's better than Ben White. Better bargain.
I don't even want to talk
better
about
bargain.
That.
Come on, guys.
It's ridiculous. No, but
Man United's getting third this year.
I love talking about Pep. It's my dream to meet him. I think just having a conversation. Like, imagine if we can get him on a podcast. That is never, ever, ever, ever gonna happen. But I just imagine the conversation you have with. Yes, very good, very good. Like, I just want
a picture with him.
He's like 5'3", isn't he?
No, he's not. He's not that
5'5"?
short. No, he's not. He's at least 5'8".
I'll give him 5'6",
I want
5'7".
I want a picture with Daddy Arteta. That's all I want.
Both
with jet
father
black,
and son.
I just want jet black hair. That's all I want.
5'11". Oh my god!
I told you. What do you think? 5'2". What are you talking about? He's legit taller than most of your players.
I just have this image. He's like really short.
No,
he's very good.
Old man. Come on, dude.
I don't know.
With the turtleneck.
Yeah. Yeah. He knows what he's doing, and
it's amazing.
And it's
the dominance needs to be respected.
And the fact that it's not replicated by any other manager in the world is just like
okay.
Nobody can.
There's a slight asterisk on this though.
What do you mean?
Because he does have access to the money, but
so does
hold on,
Joe and Sally.
He does have access to the money, but I don't think anybody else would be able to utilize it as correctly and have the same dominance. Because you could say, "Oh, he just throws the money
look at Chelsea,
about."
look at United.
You
That's
can
all
throw
I'm
the
saying.
money about wherever, yes, but you see, like you said, Chelsea United, you can still throw the money out. Does not guarantee success.
Yeah,
it's almost like how do I explain?
I think
it's like a booster almost in a way. Like it helps, but like you have to still use it correctly.
It just relieves some stress about
can
we make transfers?
It's like buying an expensive match ball, like a soccer ball. Yeah. It's not going to make you hit top bins every time, but it's going to feel more quality.
Yeah.
You still have to put the work in.
Yeah, it relieves some stress like Arsenal might have about like, can we make transfers?
Can you afford somebody?
Yeah, but it's just kind of like we can, but we want to put it the right way. Obviously, people know that I don't 100% agree with the Grealish transfer. I think that's the only, maybe him and like Ben Mendy are like the only transfers that I don't think we utilize correctly.
We don't need to talk about Ben Mendy anymore.
I mean, of course, even if he wasn't a prisoner, I think.
I know. Oh, it was a 50 mil. Well, I think it's not Pep's fault. He was amazing at Monaco.
Right. I think it was the right move.
Amazing.
It was the right in
the character of the player.
Yeah, like it was the right move to make.
He got the big move, and then he just stopped playing.
Injuries it just didn't work out. But I don't know about. I mean, You look at our other wingers. Mahrez had a bad first season. Sané had a bad first season. Sterling had a bad first season.
Mars is insane, so good.
And they had amazing second season. So Grealish might be the player of the year next year. Who knows?
Of the year next year.
Yeah, who knows?
He needs to. Pep will change the way he plays completely. Like he needs to find how he's gonna work.
Once we get a striker in, it'll be changed. It'll be game changing.
So you asked me the first question. Do you think you're gonna get a striker in the summer?
We will. It's either Haaland. It's either Haaland or Vlahovic. Yeah, that's.
So who do you think it would be?
I don't
because there's
see
so many
why,
there's so many rumors saying that Haaland's gonna go to Barca, but like I don't know where these rumors are coming from.
Haaland. I don't see why we don't get him. Madrid don't give me. They don't have money. They don't have money.
Isn't Haaland free though this summer?
Release clause. It's like 70-80 mil. And not only are you paying that release clause, you're paying Mino Raiola.
Yes.
You're paying $500,000 a week, which Madrid do not have with their midfield currently and their wingers.
But like, I'm hearing this rumor that he could go to Barca. But like, where are these rumors coming from?
No,
like,
that's not happening.
I think they're coming straight up because we know Mbappe's going to Real, and they're just trying to make the Barca Real thing happen.
It's just not happening. Like I don't.
You don't think so?
I'm not even going to entertain it. Like it's just not happening. He's not going to La Liga. No other teams were forwarding him.
Somebody needs to talk to Vlahovic agents like tomorrow and tell him that Haaland's going to City, so he should come somewhere else. Okay.
You would take him off Resac?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I would. Here's the reason. Like he's apparently 90 mil. Like 80, 90 mil.
Maybe 80 at the most.
Though that's how much they want for him.
And then
Vlahovic.
If you have 90 million to spend, why wouldn't you look at Haaland?
Do you know what? Haaland's not coming. Oh, dude, Odegaard link, dude, Odegaard. Oh, I saw. Oh, dude, guys, crazy news, guys. I'm reporting. Odegaard Instagram post today. Haaland left a comment. Confirmed transfer, guys.
You sound like AFTV.
So, guys, confirmed transfer. Actually, Odegaard is best friends with Erling Haaland. So, you will be seeing our Haaland in an Arsenal jersey this January, not in the summer. January. So, my issue with Vlahovic though is his agents are demanding. I think I saw today minimum 240 a week. Which Aubameyang is on 300 currently, but like they're demanding 240. And how old is he?
For a not proven
21. Yeah, like what are we doing here, bud? Who do you like? You're amazing, but like who do you think you are?
Haaland's agents are demanding 500. He's not getting that. That's what they're gonna demand. And
oh yeah,
do you think you're going to a club and they're not gonna say, "Oh, okay, yeah, of course, please, thank you"? Like, no, you're not. That's not gonna happen. As for headlines, it's for
Vlahovic needs to chillax. Let's give you like a 2-year deal, 3-year deal, and like start you at like 150. Okay.
Sure.
And then if you do good,
obviously there's gonna be. I think the way they get around the huge wages is that they put these bonuses in.
Of course.
You put some.
It's crazy bonuses in.
Exactly.
Score 30 goals.
Ballon d'Or clause.
Ballon d'Or clause. Yeah. Mr. Dembele. Mr. Hospital. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Instead of Dembele, you should change his name to Hospital. But yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see. I think this is gonna. We'll be bringing you guys the news, obviously, but I think this is going to be my prediction: a crazy transfer window.
I hope so.
Because of the African Cup of Nations, with loans and just buys in general, I think it's going to be a lot of moves.
I'm most curious to see what Newcastle does. People are saying Coutinho. Nope, not happening. Not happening.
They've contacted Arsenal about Aubameyang though, for a loan.
I hope he goes. I hope he does.
Because he technically has more goals than Callum Wilson is injured for a while. St. Max also is injured. They need forwards.
They need someone.
So take Aubameyang on a loan to buy deal. Sure. And I mean, what? Alba's not going to take $400K a week? Come on now. What?
God damn. It's just a lot of money.
Would you not? If you're in Alba's position right now,
I would go to Newcastle.
Would you?
Wouldn't you? I would. 100%.
Who cares? No London, but who cares?
I just don't think he will. Just personally, just because I think he's a dickhead. But that's just me.
Dickhead. All right, guys.
Yeah, that was
let us know.
Podcast, I want to hear from you guys.
Let us know some new ideas for like our third creative segment. Because what you want to see exactly in the comments. Maybe we could do like fattest ass 11.
Oh yeah, Sterling number
biggest bunda 11. For
Sterling and Hazard.
Okay, so next week tune in for biggest bunda 11. Sterling, Hazard, starting lineup for sure. But thank you for watching.
Maybe we talk a little bit about AFCON. You know, maybe some people don't know that much about it. Yeah?
That's true. AFCON does need some respect. Everybody's putting slander on AFCON for no reason.
Sure.
So I mean, you look at it. There's a lot of stars in there. Salah, Mane.
I mean, I'll talk about people that aren't going because some clubs are holding their guys back.
Oh, I know it's kind of messed up, but everybody's gonna go to the World Cup next year, but not AFCON. Kind of weird. Maybe why don't they just take a break? Take a little footy break. Come back in Feb and then continue footy. Make
extend
footy
the league into June.
Yeah, who cares?
The players. Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, but you get a winter break like we do from school.
They don't want that. This is the time they want to be playing. They have to be playing.
Okay, I guess so. Well, thank you guys for watching. Tune in for next week. It was me and Kyle.
Yes.
See you guys later. Peace.
Peace out.